So, good afternoon, everyone. So, I'm going to explain about the topic primality. So, while talking about primality, we are going to see what is prime number is, why prime number, why we go for prime number, and we are going to see an example on it and why we use this primality concept in network security. And we are going to see a very much important algorithm called RSA algorithm and a small numerical value example also. Along with that, I'm going to explain how this primary key is used, how this public key is generated, and why is a special thing is why hackers can't break it, why hackers could not break this uh, primary key, which means why they could not find what that exact private key is. Okay, and where this primality concept, in which application this primality concept is used, we are going to see off for it. So first we'll see what is a prime number is. As you know all, a prime number is nothing but a number that can divide it by 1 and also by itself, right? So a number which can be divided by 1 and also by itself. Okay, and here if you see, I have given you few numbers like example 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. These things are called prime numbers, whereas when you go for these numbers, like 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, these numbers are not called prime numbers. Okay, this is a basic thing which you know already. Okay, uh, the next is, why do we go for prime numbers? Why do we go for prime numbers? So what they're telling us, these prime numbers are the building blocks of all numbers, all the n numbers, whatever they present in the mathematics. Everything, all the numbers are the basic building blocks of the prime numbers. Okay, what they tell us, every number can be broken down into prime factors. But when numbers become very large, this process becomes extremely difficult. Okay, here you might be getting confused. What every number can be broken down into prime numbers? Which number we are going to break down into prime numbers? And why do we use very large number? And why it is very difficult for us to break the large number? That we are going to see in the upcoming slides. So here you just imagine, you are having a secret key using prime numbers. You have generated a secret key using two prime numbers. Okay, suppose example, if I give you two keys, okay, and lock your door. Okay, imagine that you are having two keys and you have locked the door, but you don't know the key which you have locked, and you're trying to break that block. It becomes very hard. That task leads to very harder part. Okay, if you know the key which you have used to lock that, okay, very easily you can open it. But when you forget which key you have used, or but when you don't know which two keys you have used to lock that, okay, it becomes very difficult. So here what they are telling is, the same way when you take two prime numbers and multiply, okay, and a number will be generated. Okay, so here what happens is, a number which is generated, that is called as public key. Fine, that is called as public key. Only the public key will be known to all, whereas the prime number which we have got, which helps to generate the public key, is not known. That is the real thing here. Okay, so they have given a similarity between these two. Like when you are locking with the help of two keys, when that key is known, only you can open it. The same way, when you know which, with the help of which two prime numbers you have generated the public key, then only you can decrypt that data. Okay, and why do we implement this primality concept in network security? If you see in network security, data must be processed while traveling over the internet. Okay, where do we go for this network security? When we transfer any data over the internet, only we are in need of this net security concept. So what we do, we encrypt the data and we send over the internet. This is known to all. Okay, but what this encryption does, this encryption uses the prime numbers to lock the data. Okay, so that hackers cannot find it very easily. It is harder for them to find out it. find it out. Okay, even if the hackers see the encrypted data, they can't break it because they have used very large prime numbers, and they have generated this public key. Since public key is known to all, it does not mean that they can very easily identify the private key, because this private key are built with the help of very large prime numbers. That is the reason we have implemented this primality concept in network security, where the data is encrypted and sent over the internet. And for that, what we have implemented is, we have implemented a most important algorithm called RSA algorithm, which we go for encryption concept in most of the encryption techniques. Okay, what this RSA does here means, first what it does is, it selects the two very large prime numbers. Okay, very large prime numbers in the sense, I'll give you one real-time example how these two prime numbers are calculated, what a public key is generated. And the next slide I'll show you. I'll just explain you what this RSA, how this RSA helps here. Okay, what it does is, it generates two large prime numbers. Okay, and then it multiplies them to create a public key. Okay, and the multiplied two prime numbers value, which we get an output, we call that output as a public key. So when only public key is known, as we know that when you know only the public key, example, like example 99. Okay, 99, 95, whatever it is, when only 99 and 95 is given to you, how, whether it is possible for you to find out how this 99 and 95 has come from which prime numbers. Since it is a very small numbers, it takes some times for you. Okay, but you just imagine, when you're having 4 digits, 5 digits, 6 digits public key, it takes time. It takes much computing time for you. So this is the important thing here. Okay, see here it is given, anyone can use the public key to send the data, but only the owner with the private key can decrypt it. It means that public key is known to everyone, whereas the private key, which is sent by the owner, is not known. Fine. It is known only to the owner, not for the public, not for the other end users. Okay, here they have given one small example. You just imagine you are having two prime values. Okay, so you have two prime numbers, that is 3 and 7. With the help of 3 and 7, what you do is, you multiply these two numbers and you get a value 21. So as I told earlier, these two prime numbers are 3 and 7, which helps to these two are prime numbers, which generates one value called 21. This 21 is nothing but a value, okay, which is generated by multiplying 3 and 7, and we get an output, this 21, and this 21 is called as public key. Okay, so this prime number, when it is a small prime number, it is very when it is a small public key, it is easy for others to find out how this key would have formed, public key would have formed. When you get a larger value, when you get an output, when you get a public key of larger value of 4 to 5 to 6 7 digits, what happens, it makes the hackers difficult to find out, to sit and find out. It takes much computing time. That is the thing they are telling here. See here, in a simple concept they are in, why hackers can't break it, why it is difficult for them to decrypt without the help of a private key, only by knowing a public key. Hackers try to factor the large number back into prime numbers, which means a factorized value is given to you, which means a public key is known to everyone, where the hackers take that public key and tries to find out the private key. But here what happens, because the prime numbers are very large, this process takes too much time and computing power. Okay, that's why prime numbers make network security very strong, as only with the help of public key we can't find the private key. Not only we, the hackers could not find out, because these prime numbers are generated, this public key is generated with a very large prime numbers. Okay, that is the reason. So where do we use this primality concept? We implement in secure websites, online banking, digital signatures, secure emails, and blockchain technologies. I think now you would have gotten clear idea about what is an primality concept, how this private key and public key is generated, why do we go for primality in network security. Thank you.